Hello everybody, my name is Toxic Warrior and welcome back to another video. It has been a while since a new post, but today I will give you the summer quest that was recently released on Gen 5. This will be the first Bedrock video on the channel as well. For simplicity, it's still only Windows 10 version, but Bedrock nonetheless. So if we take a look at our quest log, should be an eligible quest. No, it's, where is it? I'll just go to all, make things easier. Summer's in the air. So we need to talk to the NPC Benry at the end of the Bearmaw docks. Note that battle levels used in this quest are between 35 and 50. That is the Pokemon levels. And also note, there it is, it requires the completion of Choice of a Lifetime quest, which is main quest 5. So it requires you to have picked a side, Statera or Sofro. And it also requires trainer level 25. Without further ado, let's go to Bearmaw. So there are a few ways you can get there. If you don't have the town unlocked in Ryder, you can take the boat from spawn to go to Watersin. From Watersin to Redgrove. From Redgrove to Sandgate, and then Sandgate to Bearmaw. Or you could go without a boat for the most part from spawn, take the bridge to Breezelton, then Bridge Run, then Pure Harbor, and then North Run, and then take the boat at North Run to Greenholm and Greenholm to Bearmaw. It's a lot of roundabout ways if you don't have Ryder, but if you do, you can just simply come over to him and teleport. Now, Benry's location is over this direction, behind the warp to Bearmaw. The coordinates are always on screen, top left corner. And as always, I am using my alt for the first playthrough of this, so I do not have any special advantages, besides now what Pro Rank gives, which is PC, and I think PC is the only one that's special. I think P Heal is still expert rank. Alright, now we can head to Sandgate once this dialogue ends. And from there, now we could go back to spawn and then use Ryder to get to Sandgate, or we can take the boat from here to go to Sandgate. Nice and easy just to do that. And then we will use these special commands, /2 to accept. It's not going to be /2 for you, it will be whatever integer you're at that point, as it'll always go up the more commands that you are given. And then we'll make our way behind the player gym in Sandgate and behind the one pyramid that side of Sandgate as well. This is the player gym, and we head in this direction. To behind this pyramid over here. Now we begin the first part of this quest. I will do my best not to cut most of this video. I plan to do this in one take, so forgive any silences or pauses in my speech. I will try my best to fill the dead air, but most of the time I have nothing good to say. Just keep this open so you can see what's actually being said. Alright, so we need to go to Findale Harbor. For those of you that do not know at this point, Findale is of course spawn, so we can just simply do /spawn. And that's our command available to everybody. And for those of you that don't know, the harbor is to the right of the /spawn warp. So this is the direction I would refer to as leaving spawn, as the bridge is to Breezelton is that way. Hemlock's lab is there. And the harbor is down here. And the NPC we have to talk to is right over here, the Findale Harbor Dockmaster. Just to preference this, I have tested this quest before it came out, so I do know what's in it and what will happen next. So if anything shocking were to happen that might surprise you and I don't react as such, it's because I already know it's going to happen. But I will attempt to keep my comments to myself until something has actually happened. But now we will head to Breezelton. No real reason to use Rider. It's only cuts off a few seconds. We'll just take the bridge. And then we'll be right over into Breezelton. This, of course, is the starting NPC for Main Quest 1, which plays no part in this quest. I just, again, am trying to fill the air. I will reiterate and say that this quest cannot be started until you reach trainer level 25 and until you beat Main Quest 5, the choice of a lifetime. You can only complete or start this quest once you have picked one of the two sides, Statera or Sofro. We will head to the Poke Center here and begin this next part. And we entered region entry, so I just have to stand here and he'll come talk to me. There we go. Bring that back up. Now that being said, I did know what this quest had in store, but I do not think I prepped this account for it. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. I do not believe I caught myself a spinner rack on this account, but you never know. I don't use my April Fool's one. Use /tracker to see if I see anything around me. Nope, we're going to have to go to Greenholm for our best result, which I'll just do /spawn, head back over to Ryder, and TP to Greenholm. See if there's anything close to me. We'll try the other end. And this is where me not cutting anything from this video might get a little tedious, because you'll be able to stick with me this entire time as I try to find a spinnerack. Also, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know this, but if you're new, I don't do pronunciations, so I will attempt, but it probably will not be the exact pronunciation. Sorry. But, oh well. Naturally, as I'm trying to find one of these, they're not going to appear. And that part of the town won't be loaded in as much as this part over here, as this is the warping point. This is where the gym is. This is where most of the main quests 5 and 6 take place for Sofro. So this will be where a lot of the map is loaded in, and where I have my best chance at finding spinnerack. There are other locations I could try to find one, but as this is the bug and grass type town, my chances here are better. I could head over to, say, Waterson Honey Tree. That may prove to spawn one. But again, chances are I will find one quicker here. For the heck of it, I will go to Waterson, as Waterson, Greenholm, and Everhollow kind of share the same central region. And I'll possibly activate the honey tree there. It's possible I could have also found one in Breezelton, between Breezelton and Bridge Run. I mean, it's a very common spawn. Just have to find it. Now, I'm not even going to bother tracker around this area. I'm going to tracker once I get past the honey tree here. And even then, I don't see anything around me. Yeah. I'm surprised I had honey. No. Alright, for the record, that pink indicates a pack leak. And eventually, the objects around me that are not vanilla will start turning pink. So custom skins, Pokemon, like that. So I'll either have to cut the video and restart or deal with it. As it's happened so early on, I think I'll probably cut the video, but I want to find a spinnerack first. Yeah, that's not ideal. We'll head back to Greenholm quickly. And if I don't find a spinnerack soon, then you most likely won't get to see this portion of the video, because I'll have to cut anyway, so I might as well cut this bit out. I did want to make this video a Bedrock video for the majority audiences that have started watching these videos, just to show the commands that will appear and how you would deal with them. I probably won't stray further than one of the consoles if I decide to do more Bedrock videos. PC is just easier to set up and record, and I still get to use keyboard and mouse. I don't really feel like plugging keyboard and mouse into the console. But the point is, I wouldn't do mobile, and I don't have the ability to do Switch. But if I were to do future Bedrock videos, it's either going to continue to be on PC or one of the consoles. We'll try one look in Bridge Run Breezelton area. And if not there, then I will cut the video. The fields here usually generate bug types. Yep, there we go. But where that actually is will surprise you. Okay, I did not get any closer. So it's this way. I honestly have no idea. There we are. Yeah, I'm definitely going to restart after I catch the spinnerack, just to show I've caught it. Okay, that's a spinnerack caught. You will catch me in a few, well, you will catch me in a few seconds once I restart my game. And I'm back. You can see I'm still in the same area. And we will head back to the Poke Center here to give over the spinnerack. For reference, if you encounter that data leak issue, the pack leaking issue, best what you have to do is completely shut down your game and restart it. And that's the only way to fix it. And the cause of it is whenever you pull up menus with those larger icons. So something like the tracker, something like PC or Pokédex would even do it. Pokédex is usually what accelerates the process. But if you hold off using any of those menus, you're usually fine. But as I was actively spamming tracker, it started getting worse. But now that we have given the spinnerack, we can now head over to Sandgate. And from here, it's easier to go to spawn and use Rider. You know, after all the time I've played this generation specifically. You would think I'd remember where Ryder was, and not go to Rick every time. But I usually don't have to use Ryder, so that's my excuse. And I will, since we are only technically one objective point into this quest, I will say you do go through a few different towns in order to complete this quest and a couple battles. So it is a little bit of a longer quest, but it's not a hard quest. Especially if you've already completed this region. Now we are off to Waterson next. As he's going through the dialogue, I will start making my way there. So we will make our way to the dock and just go over this direction. I'll just cut through the gym to save a second. But we'll take the boat from Sandgate to Red Grove, and then from Red Grove to Waterson. And the only reason I'm doing that is to emphasize that you can use multiple modes of transportation to get there. When I say transportation, one of them is usually walking. But standard, if you do not have the commands, it's walking, rider, or boats. And then my boat to Waterson. When you know what number is going to come up next, you can prep that pretty nicely. Okay. I should have to speak to the dockmaster here, correct? Yep. So, dockmaster at Waterson's down over here. And we are locating music discs in Waterson. There's a lot of dialogue in this quest. Alright. Now we can start looking for music discs. You'll see the objective pop up on screen. Interesting. Oh, there it is. I thought it was going to be invisible. Most of these music discs just follow the road. And they usually spawn in before you get to them. Next one should be right there. We make our way to the gym, the badge gym specifically. The next one will be at a Magikarp head, which is the place at the games area of Waterson. Which is on the exact opposite side of town. So it doesn't directly follow the road from this point. But there's your giant Magikarp head. Oh, yes. The last two are pretty much right next to each other. We have the music disc here, and then we walk 10 blocks and it's right over here. And now we approach our final, or sorry, our first battle. So we head back into Waterson towards one of the NPC trainers. As you can see here, the Emolga is waiting for us. And for the record, this is Gentleman Maximilian that the quest was referring to. As Emolga's flying electric, I will use my crocodile. Again, pronunciation. But I can't use my ground type move. So I'll use Crunch. And that's the first battle. Pretty easy, just one Pokemon. Now we will head back to the docks to talk to the dock manager. And now we will be met with a little bit more dialogue, and then we'll go back to the Ticket Master. Almost to this dialogue, then we'll head back to Sandgate. Again, I'll just take the boats. It would be quicker probably to slash spawn and use Rider, but it's just as many steps. Dock Master will give us the crate. I mean, I guess I can just preemptively go there. There's nothing holding me in that spot, so I could have just gone there instinctively. But it's never polite to jump ahead like that. That's just me being impatient. But we'll head back behind that pyramid. Alright, now we move on to the next part. I believe it's Bearmaw. I I think it's Bearmaw. It has been a minute since I tested this. There we go. And for the hell of it, I will preemptively go to Bearmaw. And since it's the next stop from the boat, I might as well just take the boat. Again, if you have Elite rank plus, you can use slash warp. If you don't have Elite plus, so pro or expert or player, you'll have to use boats, walking, or rider. Or you could TP to players there, but I'm a loner. I prefer to do things by myself. And we will head over to Bearmaw. We talk to the dock master here. And this is where we will get into our next battles. So look for the Piplup statue right outside of Bearmaw. That's the Piplup statue right outside of Bearmaw. And to get to it, we just follow the dock here and the path that direction. Nice thing about the summer quest, opposed to the cosmic quest that released earlier, is that it's all just a single quest. It's not divided by acts, so you don't have to halt your progress between segments of the quest. You can do it in one shot. I'll unfreeze here in a moment. I'm pretty sure my team is for the most part weak to them, if I remember correctly. Would you look at that? That's interesting. Really? I also forgot to put the Gengar back on my team. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. I don't have P heal, right? No, I don't. I do have PC. Let's get the Gengar back. I don't have P heal. I'm used to typing that one. But I do have revives and potions. Get you back. Get you back. Oh, you didn't die. Get you back. Alright. Let's try that again. As you can see, you get level capped here. Love to see it. Love to see it. You also quickly learn something that I am a terrible battler. So I may make moves that are highly uh what's the word? Oh, stupid. So forgive me. And if you're watching the video, you'll have to deal with it. Water Ghost. Might as well use my shadow move. My ghost move. Good chance Cursed Body on Jellicent is going to remove that in the future for future use. So we'll see. That doesn't matter. Thunderbolt. Okay. One down. 3 to go. Gengar is the only one that... Oh, it all heals. That's good. I believe Jester's next. Start off with Cloyster again. I'm pretty sure it's all very similar team layouts. Shocker. Hell, let's go Gengar again. No! Don't use Thunderbolt. Yeah, I guess. I'm just using whatever. Switch over to the Alakazam. We'll see how badly paralysis messes with me. When I'm not recording, it usually screws me over every turn. Yep. I am just going to heal this thing. My team. Need to make sure not to walk away, because that will cancel the heal. Once the dialogue approaches, you can walk away. Now I'll use Rider to get back. And being as this is purely my secondary account, and this is the team that I use to go through the main quest line with, I don't know how, considering they didn't level back up, considering that they're usually like level 75. I think I'm missing something, but I honestly don't remember the team I used on this one. Let's go Alakazam. If I don't get paralyzed... Oh. Was that... Yeah, it was a crit. Come on, stay alive. Oh, Skull won't do anything. You know, 30-40% of my health is not doing anything in my book. Was that crit? Yes, it was. Gotta hate it. This is where I just go down my list, trying out my attacks, see which one does more damage. Psychic, right? Yeah. I forgot what his second typing was, so I forgot dark type was an option. The Slowbro is what I meant. Heal again, then head back. I believe next is April. No, April was the first one, June's the second. And back to Rider we go. Again, I'm going to attempt to limit the cuts I make in this video. As of right now, there's only one cut, and even then, that was just me shutting off my recording so I could restart the game from the data leak. I'm not going to cut any content from there. And considering we've been using water types, we'll start with the Alakazam. I was wondering what happened there. I am so glad that did not work. Golduck, eh? Over to the Gengar. Excuse me for a moment while I figure out why that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to use Shell Smash next time, now that I know he's faster. and I can survive it. Back to spawn. You know the drill at this point. It's fascinating how Alakazam and Gengar are the only ones that can take on these NPCs at this point. Saying that as I finish that last battle with Cloyster. But they're the only ones that can really counter any water types at this point. Because Crocodile can't. Anything that I try to put Cloyster up against usually has an electric or grass type move. Crustle is Crustle. And then Emboar is just straight weak to it. Oh boy, the data leak is back. I mean, it just happens over time as you open menus and such. Battle menus still use the enlarged icons. Start off with the Cloyster, Alakazam. And what I mean by enlarged icons is these guys. They're larger than what you would see in the hotbar. Nice. Lightning Rod. That's why I didn't kill the Sea King. Didn't know that was an ability for it. Again, not a battler. Poison, poison. Weak to psychic. Yes, keep using those status moves. It only makes me stronger. This kills me. No, it doesn't. Wow. The poison did. Go to spawn real quick because we're just gonna be met with another like 5 minutes of dialogue. I don't know why the Alakazam's wearing an oval stone. I think I just ran out of space at the time. But we'll go through this dialogue. Did I heal? I insta healed. If I win a battle, I insta heal. I forget about that. If I run, I don't. I'm going to stay right here because the next part of this quest takes place back at the Dockmaster. Save everyone some trouble there. And now we can head back to Sandgate. As I walk past the sailor for it. I'm gonna catch this now. Might as well just say this. The One of the last parts of the quest is catch a Lunatone or Soul Rock. Whichever one you want. You either get a Soul Stone or a Moonstone from it, depending on which you pick. Just I recommend catching it now rather than later because you know how that usually goes. You'll never be able to find it next time. But since I'm not really interested in a stone reward, I don't care which one I catch. So Lunatone is what I will pick. I believe next we head to Greenholm. We'll verify that here in a moment. Which, again, we can take boats. So go back to Barramaw and then go to Greenholm from there. Do not open menus. Do not open menus. As you can see, the data leak hasn't taken over fully yet as it did before. That's because I am limiting the use of menus to strictly the battle menu at this point. But it's going to take over here shortly and I'll have to restart again. But the more you open those menus, the quicker that pack leak will take over. Wrong one. And the other side. And the harbor master, the dock master, is over there. Greenholm dock master. To save some time, I know where the next spot is, so I'm just going to cut the travel time. You can watch the dialogue as I make my way there. And of course, the honey shop is where we're going. You would have just seen that now. And that's on the other side of Greenholm from the boat and the warp, in fact. As you can see, the pack is now taking over. Pack leak. So we'll see where I'm at after I conclude these battles. It's Embor time, though. Too far away. Come on. Yeah, I'll be restarting after this. Okay. Okay. Me trying to figure out. Do I auto heal here? I do. Interesting. Well, you proved yourself. You might as well lead. Yeah, I knew that was happening. Will Embor survive one attack? It should. Oh yeah, we're fine. Status attack. Fantastic. You can see it's starting to take the map over there. That's screwed up. I say that because that is a one hit KO move that has like 30% accuracy. What surprises do you have for me? Ironhead. I am gonna flinch again, aren't I? Yes. Wait. I don't know what happened there. I'll take it. Maybe you want to miss again. Can it not be used twice in a row? Or is that just... I forget what accuracy it has. Carpet messes with these hitboxes. I should survive this. I should take it down half. Good. And the only reason I killed it instantly is because of superpower. So it's one of those double-edged swords. Hated that it did that much damage, but at the end of the day, it affected the Durant themselves, so we'll take it. Now we make the whole trek back to the Dockmaster. I could have just taken the bridge, and I really just should have. And back to the Dockmaster. Our next location is Everhollow, which is the one of the closest towns we can walk to here. Or, for simplicity, we can just do Ryder again from spawn. But for the record, we were in Greenholm, and we could have walked to Everhollow. You would have seen that on my attempt to find the Spinnerack. But now we head over to the Poke Center. I will take us back to the Ticketmaster, but once I do that, I'm going to restart the game so the textures are fixed. And then we'll continue on with the quest. You obviously won't feel the delay, but it'll take me a few minutes. And we are back at the Ticketmaster. I will be back in a moment. And I have returned once more. We will continue on with the summer quest now. Again, we meet a bunch of dialogue. But, in the meantime, I'll head to the next location. You'll see what it say, where we're going. I won't say. I believe it's here. As you see, we are looking now for the dock manager for North Run. The docks are located behind the warp for North Run. I decided to go straight and take the long way around. But if you simply turn around and head to that direction, you'll reach the docks eventually. And here's the North Run dock manager. Now we head back into North Run, find the NPC called Frida, and we get to experience the next puzzle of this game, this quest. Frida's over there. You can tell by the name tags. Hello, Frida. Yes, that's right. We have trivia questions in this quest. And I will be using Google to answer the third question because it is usually a hard one. And it is random for everybody, so you can't just copy this quest. You will have to use Google probably. Or maybe you know it. If you do, good for you. But chances are, if you're using this quest guide, you don't. The first two questions are usually fine, nice and easy. The third one gets harder. See, I mean, those are easy. General Pokemon knowledge. And whenever Frida announces what the third category is, you'll see what I mean. Signature moves. I think. Oh, which one of these? I think it's Dialga. But the question is also misleading. Which of the following Pokemon is the only fully evolved Pokemon that can learn Spatial Rand? I believe it's actually Palkia. But again, I am Googling to make sure. It is Palkia. But, yeah, that's what I mean by the question is misleading. It says fully evolved. Obviously, Palkia doesn't have any evolutions. So it kind of makes you wonder, am I missing something? I hate carpet. And doors, to be fair. One of these days I'll mute Discord for these videos, but sometimes they provide better better sound than I can make. And that's this battle done. If memory serves, we have one battle area left in this quest, and we are approaching the end. But by no means is this going to be a simple cakewalk either. Like I said, I hate doors. Don't mind me as I walk away from him. I know I stated earlier that I was going to try to stay at the NPCs as they were talking, but I realized that's kind of foolish, as I know where I'm going to be going and it just saves down on time. And since these quests aren't fully guides, and they're a mixture of guides and playthroughs, so they are what they are. They'll serve to help you no matter what, usually. We should now be heading over to our final teleport area. And as you see there, we get to go to the Bear Maw Honey Tree. That's why I started walking this way. And we will just take the boat, as it's one of the stops outside of Sandgate. And to get to the Honey Tree, you just take this path here and follow it down this way. Again, coordinates are in the top left. But it's past the Eevee map. I barely opened any menus. Why is the pack leaking? Alright, we'll deal with it. I completely forget Danielle's team here. Oh, fantastic. But this should be the final battle of this quest. Unless it's been resolved, there is a bug at this portion of the quest where you will remain level capped until you complete the fight with Danielle. I don't know why I used a fire type move on Sharpedo. I got distracted. Sharpedo. However, again, pronunciation. But yes, the bug. You will remain level capped until the battle is complete. Just something to be aware of. But for the most part, you should be able to complete it relatively easily. You should have level 65 by this point in the quest line. Why are you so quick? Alright, I made a slight error in judgment because I was not noticing that the speed was increasing. You're all fainted. For the record, if anyone asks what rank is worth the most, if you're looking off just starting for a rank, I'd always recommend Expert because you get P heal, so you can heal your Pokemon anywhere, except areas that disallow that command, like the Elite Four. But for general use in quests, P heal is a lifesaver. You don't have to go running to a Poke Center every time you need to heal your Pokemon or use revives and potions. Pro is nice, but again, the only command you have is PC, IVs, and EVs, which those are nice in themselves, but I walked away before they was healed. I'm good. Um, those those commands are nice, but the slash P heal really makes up for it for expert, and you get all commands from the previous ranks as well. So you would get P heal, PC, IV, EV. Of course, next up from that is Elite, which grants you slash warp, which is nice, but when you have slash spawn and you can use rider that way, it's easy enough. Let's start with Cloister, actually, because you're going to use a status move, most likely. So I can Shell Smash. Then I can use my Icicle Spear on you, which won't help for the Sharpedo coming up. It's Water Dark, if I remember its typing correctly. So Ice, Water. Oh, I forgot I have spikes, not something else. This does 100 damage. Yeah, I'll do it. Excuse me. Fantastic. Shell Smash is nice for that reason. Ninetales. We'll use my Razor Shell. Glad it didn't miss. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why I didn't want it hit it. And of course, the fire type has a grass type move. Splendid. Just to really screw with it. Plus speed. Yeah, I'll do plus speed. This should kill it. Interesting. Too bad for you. My cloisure's gone, isn't it? Don't die. Why'd you die? Well, this sucks. Me trying to remember. Your ground ice. Oh, I forget typing. Oh boy. Okay, save the Cloister for later. Because that Garchomp wiped out a lot of my team. So we'll lead with the Emboar. Which would be nice to keep later on whenever the Mamoswine comes back out, but I should be able to take care of that. If I take care of the Garchomp. And it looks like I'll have to restart the game afterwards again. So I want to make sure I have the textures working whenever the last bit of the quest is seen. That did work, right? Yeah. I don't know why I'm walking past. This increases my speed. I kill. Don't kill it one shot. Interesting. So I now have +2 to my speed. Dark type is weak to fighting type. Yes. Your speed rose. I might have to bring the Cloister out here just so it lives. And I can't Shell Smash here because his speed's only going to keep getting stronger. I want to keep this thing alive. So I honestly have no idea why the menu popped up twice. Oh yes, you kill me. That's right. So if I get out of here now, Spikes is active though. I get out of here now, you're gonna energy ball me. To which I can reply with a can't send the crocodile because of the energy ball. But he'd be nice to use as the Earthquaker. I don't think Gengar is going to be much use to me in this battle. That's why I kind of just got rid of it. You outspeed me, don't you? Yes, you do. Which is why I've got to hope the Cloyster survives a Dragon Claw. Or an Earthquake. A critical hit Earthquake. Doesn't matter what I pick. Alright, I'm going to mute these. I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back. Again, for you, that would have just been a moment, but I decided to take a little bit of a break, rework my team. I replaced the Crustle with a Chandelure. I just randomly had it in my PC. It's nothing great. It's not even EV trained well or at all. But I also took the time to try to work on a new strategy, and I think I have one. So we'll see how this works. We Shell Smash first, because we know Spikes is first on their side. Then we Icicle Spear. And now if we're lucky, we do Shell Smash again. We get Crunch used against us, but we survive. Now we have +2 to our speed stat. Well, our speed, special attack, and attack, which helps a lot, but speed is the main part since a lot of these Pokemon do outspeed us a lot. At this point, Cloyster now has 342 speed and will outspeed everything. I don't have to run the risk of anything missing because I'm using Icicle Spear, which is 100% accuracy. And because it's +2 on my attack, even if it's not very effective, it'll still finish it off. The Garchomp is weak to ice. Dragon type works very well. The problem before was I either lost the Cloyster or just didn't have the speed. Now we get to the Mamoswine, which is ground ice, which theoretically should be neutral damage. And it was. It still barely killed it. If you heard, it hit all 5 times. And Blissey. I did not remember the Blissey. We just have to still send it. Oh, perfect. So that's how you play this, with using just the Cloyster. And again, my Cloyster's nothing special. It's just a random wild caught. The IVs are higher than average, but I'm not even sure it's EV trained. Yeah, it's not. It's just trained from quest grinding. And when I say grinding, I mean just going through the quests. As this is happening, actually, I'll let you watch the dialogue. But this is the moment where you'll be tasked to find either a Lunatone or a Soul Rock. And you'll choose which one you want to pick and find. And then you will go back to the Ticketmaster in Sandgate. And of course, since I already captured Lunatone, I'm just going to do Lunatone. And that should be the last bit of dialogue. Pick up my Lunatone. Replace the Chandelure. And it is confusing when it says catch a Lunatone and give it to the Summer Ticket Master when you are standing right next to him. But you have to go back to the one in Sandgate. So we'll just take the boat back. Head back to the Baramaw Harbor. With a Lunatone in hand. And we are approaching the end of the quest. I had a brain fart and forgot where I was going. Now, ideally, the pack leak will hold off until the end of this quest. I did restart in the meantime during that break of mine. Hopefully the battle didn't screw anything up too much. I only accessed the PC twice. And now we talk to the Summer Ticketmaster. But that's the quest done. That's everything hard. Oh, there's the pack leak. We're just going to send it. This is why I wanted to have the pack loaded in correctly, because I knew there's going to be a lot of textures here, but that would require me restarting again. And it doesn't exactly do anything for the quest except make it look nice. Again, this is just a Bedrock issue. If I had been on Java, this would have been fine. But just one of the risks you run when you play on Bedrock. And now we reach the end. I hope this guide proved useful to you. If you decided to watch this entire thing for entertainment purposes, good for you. Again, I don't make entertaining videos, I make informative. But if you didn't skip through and you made it this far, very nice. And once I receive the rewards, I will end the video. You receive a random Vanillite. Can be HA. I don't think it can be shiny. And if HA, of course, stands for Hidden Ability. Hey, I got a Hidden Ability one. Crazy. Oh yeah, of course it can't be shiny. It's summer. It's a summer Vanillite. But yeah, you get that, and these rewards. Silver powder is if you picked Statera. If you picked Sofro, you would get a light ball. And Moonstone is because you picked Lunatone. If you picked Soul Rock, you would have gotten a Sunstone. But yes, that is the end of the quest. Thank you for watching.